Welcome to the channel if you're new. If you're not new to the channel, welcome back. If you don't know already, I play BMS way more than I do DCS. I solely use the F-16 in both. We all know that the two sims are different and each have their own quirks and issues. Understandably, I am not familiar with the threats in DCS, and I had a quick brief of the differences between the SA-5 and DCS and BMS. I was told that it's basically a giant SA-2, and it does not get as spooked as it does with the jammer in BMS. Not having a threat circle didn't help my SA. That was probably the determining factor for this mission. But enjoy this mission with 2 F-15 Strike Eagles as strike and 3 of us in F-16s providing SEAD. I'm going to try to have more DCS videos. I want to see what it's like and just to have some fun in it as well. Hope you enjoy the video and see you next time. I'm sad I don't even have the threat circle in the HSD here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right. It's not there for the 5.
Reaper will come up behind you for that photo op and then we'll be good to go.
Copy. We'll set we'll go 3 line abreast on the front and you can get it behind us.
Sounds good.
So flight will do like a 3 in front, like a Vic. So I'll be in the middle, 2 left, 3 right.
Prime, any idea on the AWACS, continuous? Well, I guess that doesn't change, never mind. Button no working.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. Viper set.
Alright, looking good. Viper flight, you guys are out first, we'll follow up.
Sounds good. See ya. Alright, 5 seconds. 1 is rolling. Outburn 350, right steer 2.
2's airborne visual.
Viper switch to tactical. Viper flight check in tactical.
Viper 2-2 tactical.
3.
Hey, change of plans. We're gonna have to switch to 251. It's a manual frequency. The AWACS is not on this net. He's on 251. Package push 251.
Viper 251. Viper flight check in 251.
Viper 2-2 tactical.
3.
Alright, 3, I want you to split off. Turn heading, let's see, 130. Try to keep maybe 30 miles spacing between us or so.
3.
Okay, 3, get ready for a shot. You might be the one to get shot at first because you're the closest. The rest of us will be looking at the HAD pod, see if you can see anything else, but 3, get ready to shoot if need be.
3.
Reaper flight is 5 minutes ETA to Marshall.
3 Mod 5. Southeast.
Copy, we're going to turn in with you, parallel you, going straight to steer 2.
Counter.
SA-5 active.
SA-5 active, Viper 1-1, Mud 5. Yes, I see it. He's he's right on the our steer point 5, or steer point 3.
Yeah, I've got him on PGM 3, steer 3.
Hey, firm.
Naked.
3 go and hook back, launch Singer SA-5, 3 go and shoot.
Reaper flight 1 minute Marshall.
1 second for 3.
Go ahead and shoot Singer 5. One's defending. Viper 1-1 Singer 5 defending. Slap shot.
Viper 3 Magnum SA5.
Pop up SA6.
Counter. Counter.
Reaper's cutting the corner. We're committing. We're pressing IP.
Viper 3 timeout 40 seconds. SA5.
Tap. Flare. Altitude. Altitude. Counter.
3 Mud 5.
Viper 1-1 Mud 5 defeated.
Naked.
3, go ahead and turn back around. We're behind you here.
3. Timeout 5.
I don't see it on the RWR anymore. Can't target separate. They're all right next to each other.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. Symbols, you can't tell them.
The 2.
3, do you have Mud 5 anymore over there?
3 negative.
Copy, I'll give it some time.
Counter.
No, it's back.
Reaper flight Mud 5.
Stay firm. Yeah, 3, continue past us and we'll kind of do a grinder here. But turn to the left, to your left when you get past us.
3.
2, your shooter on this next one.
2.
Tap. Flare.
Viper 1, Singer 5, Slapshot 5.
Viper 2-2 Magnum SA5. Prime, I'm blind on you.
I'm off right.
Copy.
Tap. Flare.
Defending.
On the 5 itself, right before I shot, so hopefully get lucky.
3 hot SA5.
Altitude. Altitude. Tap. Flare. Counter.
Prime, do you want to? I'll pass you the lead. You want to talk about this first engagement?
Yeah, so we separated way back here to get that azimuth separation because the SA5 can only attack one target at a time. So if we're separated 30 miles, however long this is, 20 miles, then easier to differentiate who's going after. So this is where I get launched at. So I'm at, and good job, Mailman, for staying with me.
No,
No,
or you're the other. Oh, you're
I'm the other two. Yeah, I'm the 2-1. So good job, Mailman, staying with me. I remember defending, trying to get tally on the missile, and I saw you right next to me. So good job on that.
I had a good teacher. In fact, he's in this voice chat right now.
Ah, oh, yes.
Yeah, and that would be the guy who was talking, Prime.
So got launched at about 30 miles. That's when I told Playa to slap shot, because I know it's gonna want to keep, something wild weasel. So he shot, and it actually turned off before anything, and I defeated it. Came back on. I wanted him to get away from that, so I'd had him turn cold. We turned hot, and now it's just the opposite here.
Fantastic. So one element hot, one element cold, and now this is your briefed sort of one harm every 30 seconds for a 5-minute vol.
Trying to.
Yeah, okay.
And I didn't want to shoot if the SI5 didn't shoot. There's no reason to shoot when it's just looking around. Like, you need to shoot when it's fired already.
Absolutely, yeah.
So with this, I told number 2, since number 3 was cold, I said 2, your shooter this time, because he's right next to me, and number 3 is cold. So 2 is shooter for that one. It launches at me, but I'm like half the distance now, so the timing is a lot different, and I was not aware of that because of the lack of a threat ring. So I did not know I was within 20 miles of the SA5.
Now, I believe that that's mission editor specific. You can have the threat rings displayed, but the unit can't be hidden, which might have been the case here to
Okay,
obfuscate that information.
interesting.
So,
Boy, I was having a hard time has mode, because there's just this blob of yellow icons, you know.
Oh, you could
oh, sure.
pinky switch.
Yeah, I did that, but you know, and then I had to sort around and look for the, I don't know what the FCR is called in DCS for 5, but I finally found it.
Yeah.
Right before I shot.
There you go.
So.
And then
so second harm off the rails, and
Yep.
so this one they don't blink out for that, which is to our problem. Look at that; it's already going Mach 2.
Yeah, and I was just doing a lackadaisical. It was like maybe 5 or 6. Let me see. So I got hit here.
Wow.
The harm is there,
That's-
so 34.59.
Full timing. Look at that.
So a 10-second, maybe 12 seconds off.
Man, oh man, yeah, you were
So
so close to not being dead from that.
I know. Yeah,
And then
I
what
didn't
does this-
expect. It was too close to me. I didn't expect it to be that close. I would have done some more stuff if I was close. What was that over here?
1,500 knots. Yeah, you're not getting away from that.
Can we see how many G's the missile's pulling?
Well, probably not very many, right?
Yeah.
Because he's not really defending.
SA5, the old telephone pole in the sky, you know.
Yeah, it's 2 Gs
Yeah.
there.
Okay.
So pretty much nothing in order to keep up with that. Maybe if you, like if
Could
you
have did
turn
more serpentine, or weaving in the opposite direction.
always run in a serpentine fashion.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know I was 19 miles away.
Yeah, of course. No, that makes a ton of sense. So what happens to the harm? Does it kill something worthwhile?
Don't ask me.
I think it did because they
It sure looks like it is. Look at this.
he
What's it tracking
tracked
on?
me all the way in.
Yeah, I was sorted on the square pair or whatever it's called.
Oh, and
I guess it turned
does
off.
it miss?
Yeah.
SA5, yeah, it
possibly.
probably turned off.
Or it was
Yeah.
just a bad harm.
Yeah, could be. The fonts in DCS are kind of fuzzy for me, and you know, and then you throw in my 63-year-old eyes, and
Absolutely.
interestingly enough, the fonts in BMS are much easier to read.
I wonder if that's an aliasing issue that's going on there.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, that fuzzy stuff.
Yeah, but well, that's a damn good harm shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
too
a damn
bad-
lucky harm shot. Is what
Too bad it wasn't 10 seconds earlier, you know. But what can
Yeah.
you do? That's
Yeah.
man, that's tough. But that's a great
that 10
shot.
that 10 seconds is when I was hit my pinky switch.
Oh,
trying
that
to
was
find
the
you know.
delay?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Hey, it makes sense. Look at that. Look at how deep that IADS net is there with all the AAA man
Oh, yeah.
pads. Holy shit. So okay, so that's how Prime bites the dust.
Yeah, I get schwacked.
Ripperoni. Okay.
Yeah, that's another, you know, another thing I was used to. The BMS has mode. The icons are spread out. They're easy to pick out, and so then, you know, I had to.
Right. These ones, it's all kind of lumped together.
They're all kind of blobbed together. Yeah, so that's what killed me time wise.
Okay, so now the Strike Eagles. Now we turned in as soon as you guys started engaging. I thought it was pretty prudent. Okay, they've got harms in the air. I guess we're not going to the Marshall Point after all. Let's bust some ass. And there's that first engagement. Boom! There goes Prime out of the fight. And what happens next is some more missile launches. Now this was scary as hell because I'm not in control of the targeting pod, but I'm looking at it. And I see this missile launch right over the target site through the targeting pod. And I think there's a part of me that knows that this isn't firing at me. We're not getting a launch tone on the RWR, which surprised me. But I was I was panicking. So I called Singer. I asked for a slap shot. And it looks like Sorry, I'm gonna screw up your name here. Is it Enyaq?
Yes.
Maybe you want to talk about this one, my friend. What happened? So SA5 fires at you. You fire back at him.
Right. Yeah, I called it, I think, on uniform.
Yeah, you did. This
background
was a
file.
lifesaver for us. We were.
And then I had about the same problem. I wasn't keeping good SA about the range, so my defense was somewhat lenient in lukewarm, and then that killed me.
Yeah, this is crazy. I see Prime is gone, and then 3. I'm trying to tell 3 that it's just him and I, and then he gets
Although,
smacked too.
this is going to be interesting because the harm is near now.
Yeah.
So basically, the
Oh
5 is on.
no!
Yeah, let's check the harm, because right now it looks like the harm might arrive earlier, but apparently something goes wrong.
Something
Yeah.
goes wrong. Look at that. So they're just not tracking in terminal.
That's weird, because they are supposed to.
Right? Exactly. So this harm splashes into the earth, and at about the same time, this SA5 says, "Well, you missed, but I'm not going to." Going Mach 2.8, and bada boom. So, and exact same problem, right? It's not having to pull G. It's just tracking you out because you think it's further away. Oh, that's just such bad luck. So that's 2 harms that really should have ended the fight right there.
Well, this one is proven because it's definitely on, so it should have a target, but for some reason it doesn't track.
I forgot to
With the last one,
notice.
we're not sure.
I forgot to look in the bottom, of the pause mode page, in the bottom right. Does that have
time
that
of flight?
Well, the very bottom right. In BMS you can choose different engagement parameters for the harm. I didn't notice.
Oh no, it's not a thing here.
Like to get rid of a loft or something. No, we can't do that. So
Okay.
So well, there goes Enyaq, following in his flight lead's footsteps, and so now it's up to the Strike Eagles. We've got to kill that SA5. Fuck you! You killed 2 of our friends. Here we go. So this this little wing wobble is me. The target designation shifted, so I'm like, oh, I gotta go over here. No, it's shifted back. Okay, it's right there.
It did the same thing for me. That's curious.
GBU 12 off the rails.
I tell you what, Scope, that was some great comms you did, because I had 1 harm left, so I figured the hell that I'm going to shoot it and just do a suppressed shot. And
Perfect.
And then if you hadn't said anything, I wouldn't know what you're up to.
Yeah, we were having some troubles, but finally we get paveway away here, and the SA5 at this point, I can't tell exactly why it's not shooting anymore. In a moment we'll find out for sure. But what do we kill here? Okay, so we kill. This is so the square pair is the search radar. I don't know what this is. RLS.
This is
the track radar.
Is this the bar?
This is the search radar. Pickens killed the track radar.
It doesn't look like this. Though I don't know why it's showing a vehicle. It's definitely not a vehicle.
Okay, so this is the search radar, and then this guy's the track radar. So we kill the search radar. Okay, fantastic. And look, there's that harm. Oh, keeping the SA5 suppressed for us. That's beautiful. So we kill the search radar, come off. I don't have a good BDA. I couldn't see exactly what we hit. I just knew it wasn't the track radar. But here comes Peekins, and look at this. Not only is he dropping bombs, he's also pre-flaring.
Just
hot
like
when
in the
they
book.
pre-flare. Just like in the simulations.
Yes.
So now we've got another GBU 12 drop. That harm landing short. I think probably the SA5 has clicked off now, and they're just fearing for their lives.
There's a lot of targets there at that SA5 site. That's
it's just
look at the amount of AAA.
Yeah.
And which luckily I don't think any of us really had to deal with. At least I wasn't afraid of. I didn't see any AAA coming up at us.
Oh man, nice Peekins.
Boom, and so mission accomplished. The SA5 is dead. It just cost a lot of bodies to do it. Fantastic. So we're on our way out, and it's about this time that I hear AWACS chirping at us, and it's a exactly like we briefed. It's a scary call. It's 315 for 15 on the deck, 2,000 feet. And so our plan is, and now at this point I didn't realize that Prime or ENIAC were dead. So I asked SEAD, can you guys support us? We're running away to IP. You've got MiGs on the deck coming towards us. And Mailman responds, oh, it's just me, but I'll see what I can do.
There's two of them.
You know,
Look
and
at this.
then
So,
I'm not used to how the DCS Viper handles, you know, so I'm
of course.
overcorrecting and all that crap. And
So
Jesus.
I'll feel good about this, even if it ends up in all our deaths. MiGs, the most dangerous course of enemy action is exactly what they did. Fly low, fly up into us, and shoot heaters where their technical limitations aren't so bad. But look at that, Mailman. Great job on the flares dumping. So you know you're in this fight now. You're aware.
I got a glimpse of him, but you know, in BMS I would have pulled up on him, but here I'm just floundering. You know,
of course. And he's got speed and he's coming right down on you. Well, I can tell this isn't going to end too well.
Yeah, he never gets me, but I kill myself for him. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, we all did that. Deny the enemy, right?
Yeah. Here I'm just extending. It's like I was like 200 knots. I said I'm trying to dump my tanks, and that ain't working. it's like it's so crazy.
This is a
and then
great
I saw him again. Yeah, I don't know why he's not shooting at me. But
he's fast as well. Holy shit!
I found that's what they were doing with us too. They would overtake us before they had a good firing solution.
Yeah.
They I managed to reverse the fight twice, but I just didn't have the turn rate to sustain it. So they'd overtake and then they'd just creep around the turn circle again. Man, oh man,
I don't know why he's not shooting at me.
I don't know either. Maybe he doesn't have any missiles. Is he just going for guns here?
Well, even so, yeah, he's got good gunshots, you know.
He sure does. He's tracking his nose right on you. And you're just trying every trick in the book.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how to control the jet, you know, and the different handling between the two, you know, two games.
Absolutely, yeah. So
here I think I'm gonna kill this prick, and then same thing. I pull the stick harder than I need to in DCS.
Or you drop in a little bit below airspeed, and then he's got tons of it. We'll reverse and watch the F-15s flounder around and get killed too. Don't you worry about that.
It's not going to be the last time I flounder in DCS, I'm sure.
Hey, it's all of us. Is there anything besides just pure? Oh God, I've got to control the airplane. Oh, there we go. You're shooting at you.
Finally, yeah.
Is there anything that we can learn from this fight?
No. I mean, I was, I was floundering, just trying to figure out the jet more than anything. And
so fly the jet.
Don't hit the ground. You know,
fly the jet. Don't hit the ground. Yeah. I love it. And it looks like here he kind of. Oh no, he's not fucking off. He's coming right back on you.
Yeah.
Just chasing you, and then it's two guys against one.
I saw that the other one too, and
so great. Now you're in.
Man, they're so hard to keep visual because it's just boom and they're gone. It was crazy.
Yeah, these guys are moving fast too. 500 knots, 330 knots.
And it's much easier to keep visual and be, at least until you get used to it.
So you're looking at them right here, and
here I
go. Kaplow, you're creating a new mailman sized crater.
Oh yeah.
Well, don't you worry. We'll show you how it's really done, how to create a real big hole in the ground. So running away. Peekins smartly says, hey, I don't think we're going to make it to IP. We've got to deal with this. Okay, shit. Turn in. I don't see this guy. I just know that he's down low. So I do something real stupid here because I'm just following the RWR indication. He's got his radar on. Thank God, because if he didn't, I don't think I'd ever have found him. But this is where we get an AWACS merged call. And I know that he's down low, so I aim him in order to find this guy.
Yeah, that helped me a lot. You made a call down on the deck, so that gave me an idea where to look.
I was having such a hard time seeing this fight develop. I was so absolutely just helmet fire the whole time here.
Yeah, and as I was turning here with you, I was with HUD acquisition mode, for the
Yeah.
for the radar, but I never got capture of any jets.
Is
And,
that's super search they call it in the Eagle, right?
No.
Okay. So here we go. Finally, I get tally on this fight. I can see it developing, and I see that happen. I see the guns go off.
Okay.
You survived a little longer than this, though, right? In game, because I think I saw you.
Yeah.
I definitely saw you crater. I was like, oh, he's out
I
of the
was
fight. But
trying
I saw
to
those
reject,
guns, and I did.
but yeah, it didn't work.
Yeah, I saw those guns go off, and I didn't think that it had killed you. But then later on, yeah, I see a big explosion. Oh shit, Peekins is out of the fight. So now I'm just in this just fucking shitty circle turn. Look at this, 240 knots. This guy's doing the same turn at 500 knots, just screaming me in this turn. I knew this was unsustainable. I could barely keep the nose off the ground. Here's me finally getting the drop tanks out of the way, which doesn't make a lick of difference.
I could never drop my tanks. I don't know what. I couldn't get back to the SJ page. It's weird.
He's going guns. Now, this is the only saving grace. I was going so slow that this guy would just routinely overtake instead of getting in on my tail. And I thought I had him here. I thought that I could get a vertical acquisition, get the aim 9 on him. But no, look at how fast he's moving this circle. I don't have a hope in
Doing
hell. I should
circles
have
around
dropped
you.
GBUs. Should have dropped GBUs, but I think even then we had so much gas. I think we were at maybe 25,000 pounds.
It's like a
0.78
chihuahua running circles around a pit bull.
Yeah. So this and here, I tell Chinpock, I think just about right here, I said, punch out, we're gonna die. And I'm fumbling for the keyboard to do the Control E dance, and it just doesn't work out. You might see, yeah, there we go. So that was the shoot. That was the shoot right there. That was me saying, oh fuck, we're gonna die, and then explosion. I just couldn't keep up the airspeed. I'm too used to flying in lightweight strike fighters. This thing handles much more like a bomber than I'm used to, and I just could not keep the speed up. I think it would have been better to boom and zoom, get the hell out of there and rely on countermeasures and get some airspeed and altitude back. But no, I wasn't doing too well in that fight.
This was funny. I was looking at the armament page because you told me to jettison the tanks.
Yeah.
And then punch out. I look up. What?
How come? Boom.
Yeah.
Well, that was a messy fight, and the MiGs live to kill another day. We're gonna have to reattack this target. There's a whole bunch of launchers still up, whole bunch of fighters that I want some revenge on. That was great.
Take out that airbase, yeah.
Yeah. So lessons to learn from me, I think, is just know the jet. F-15E is not a turn fighter. I think if I were to get in a similar situation again, I would want to extend as rapidly and with as much gusto to the engines as possible. Get some offset, and then use the radar and the AIM-120s, because you just can't turn fast enough to get an AIM-9M on target. Get them off the rails.
I played a bit of the Jane's version, and I remember it was like a bus in the air.
Yeah, it sure is. Even with, I mean, you think 3 GBUs loaded on a conformal tank it's not going to do a lot to you, but I think it was all that fuel. We had a lot of fuel in that fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.